Hey guys, Joe from J&M here. Thanks for clicking on the video. This week we're doing a large set of steps. It's one of our smaller projects, but requires all the same details of all our other projects. Stick around, watch us prep it, get it framed, lay rebar, and let's hope that pour comes out well. Thanks guys. Well, digging this out didn't take very long. There was just an old concrete step because above this used to be an old deck. So there was only a few things to tear out. The prep went pretty quick because we were able to use just 14-foot forms that went across, so they came up pretty quick. There was a couple hard spots under the dirt from just solid rock, so driving stakes into the ground, even round ones, was a little difficult, but we got it done. Kind of like you forget to wash tools sometimes. Oh, baby, you're killing me. You are killing me. Okay, we're... Since the customers were gonna redo the asphalt in front of these steps, we had no problem drilling holes into the asphalt and using that to support the forms. And that made it real easy. We didn't even need to put that many. I think it was 3 or 4 we put in total, which held everything back really firmly. Cada tabloncito fue $35, hijo de su madre. Before putting in the kickers though, we got some road base in here. What was in here was really solid, but we didn't want the concrete overly thick. We used the Bobcat, got some road base in there, compacted the top. Now everything where the steps was, we had to use kind of a hand tamper or feed just to really pack it in really well. There wasn't a lot of weight there. We made sure that it wasn't any more than 4 inches thick at any spot. And we put rebar in there, so the thickness was good enough. Some people do them more. We decide just to do them thick enough so that it's not overly heavy and it doesn't go anywhere. After everything was compacted really well up top, we started laying rebar. We made sure that all the gaps under the forms were thick enough. We bent some rebars under that second and first step to make sure they were all connected and solid. Even though the asphalt that gets put back in here was going to hold all this back, we made sure to tie into everything. And then once we moved the Bobcat, didn't need it no more, we started putting in those kickers I was talking about. There we go. So with those B&N cutting and tying tools, we managed to lay the rebar on this in like 30 minutes. It went pretty quick. It wasn't that big of an area, but stairs are hard work, so. All right, guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here again. We got everything prepped. It's good to go. Rebar is laid, soil is compacted, we're framed out. Can't wait for that pour tomorrow. Stick around. Hopefully you guys like what you see. Remember, leave us a like, subscribe. Have a great day, guys. Anyways, there was only one way in and out of this little neighborhood. And at this point, someone was in front of the cement truck having to come out. So since we knew the asphalt was going to get replaced, we didn't worry about a mess. I just unloaded a bunch of fresh concrete right there on the ground. We either took out or put in as much as we needed. We ended up having a lot extra since I wasn't even watching how much we needed. I just needed the cement truck out of the way. But I was glad I had the power buggy to shovel all that into. You guys could see there that I was running that rattle stick on the bull float. We're gonna start using that more often on our jobs now. It really just makes it really easy to run the bull float. Leaves it really creamy on top. You don't need as many passes. Really helps get that butter to the surface. It's a good tool. It's a pricey tool, but we were lucky enough. Bobcat of the Rockies here in Colorado Springs hooked us up, gave us a great price on it. So shout out to them for getting that for us. We were really glad that we used it on this job. And another reason is, I tell people, even though it's a small area, steps take a lot of work. We could have finished an area 4 or 5 times this size if it wasn't steps. You'll see in the rest of the video all the little tiny details we go back and touch up just to make sure they look really good. What made this a little difficult was that some of those forms were getting stuck a little bit, so we had to tap them out really, really gently, but also very hard. They eventually came out. I had to cut one of them in half because of those lights being in the way there, but we figured it out and got it. Eventually, once that last form came out, we just went by, broomed it all off, double checked everything, made sure all our little corners and everything were very smooth, done right, clean looking. Customer came out, took a look, absolutely loved what they were looking at. Even the neighbors were commenting on this. We were happy how it came out, but there it is, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a shorter one, smaller job, but it still had a lot of details that needed to get taken care of. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, Joe from J&M here. The pour went well. Everything just came out really quickly. It set up kind of fast, but we poured 4,000 microfiber mesh, number 3 rebar, 2 feet off center. The customer put some lights in the front of the steps, as you can tell. Came out really nice. Look at that. We're really happy with it. If you guys have any questions, give us a call. We're here to help. Thanks for taking a look. Leave us a like, subscribe. Have a great day, guys. Bye.